Well, Beverly Hills is quite a thrill this season as the housewives are kicking up the drama to an all-time high with trips to Rome, meddling husbands, and intense reunions. And we are along for the ride. Take a look.
So I have arranged something in Rome, Italy. So Rome. Yes.
This is like
Pasta
an
and wine. Okay, I haven't been there since I was 19.
Dorit speaks fluent Italian.
She lived there for 10 years.
Did? I feel we're going to hear this a lot.
Oh, yes.
Quando siamo a Roma, voi siete sicuramente contenta che parlo italiano. Giusto o no?
And the one and only Dorit is here with me now. Hey, lady, you look amazing.
Thank you, so do you.
This was the first time you all have done a reunion this way. What was it like interacting with each other and just kind to, get your point across about things that happened?
I will say kudos to production that really had a fantastic setup. They made it seamless and easy, and there was no technological problems. We had a really massive screen, so I was able to see all the ladies and Andy, and you were really able to hear everyone. Upside, you're in your own home. Downside, I had to send my husband and my babies to a hotel for the day and night because we filmed like 14, 15 hours, and you are in the house, so I couldn't have the kids with me. Yeah, it's a long, long day. But it's the reunion, so you just kind of get there, you try and make your point and look as good as you can.
Wow, you do a great job with that. 14, 15 hours, is that typical for a reunion, or because it was virtual, it took a little bit longer?
No, I think if anything, the virtual was less than it typically is because we're working against the light. So when the sun goes down, we actually couldn't film much more after the sun went down. So we were kind of trying to get through things where when you're on a stage, we've gone as late as 11 o'clock and started at 5, 6 in the morning. So we've had longer reunion days for sure.
All right, well, that's good to hear. It didn't take as long. So let's talk about the season, and let's talk about the addition of Garcelle Beauvais.
I instantly connected with Garcelle. I'm really drawn to people like her. She's full of life. Yeah. She's got this great smile. She's happy. She enjoys herself. She loves her fashion. So clearly we connected there. And she's blunt and she's honest and she's really ready to have a good time. And it's not easy as a newbie. It really isn't. I feel like it wasn't so long ago that I was the new person and how I felt. So I feel really empathetic to those when they first start. And you have to find your feet. But I think she did a really good job.
Well, let's talk about husbands jumping into the mix, particularly one, Aaron, who seemed to be very involved this season. How do you feel about him, and how do you feel about husbands and partners of the housewives getting involved when it comes to filming this show?
I've always liked Aaron. I think he's a great guy. I've never had an issue with him. I personally learned, that it's not a good idea for husbands to jump in and stand up for their wives. I understand the instinct of a husband that's very supportive and protective of their wife. They want to kind of come in and speak for them. But, we're all strong, independent women. We can all handle ourselves. We don't need our husbands to fight our battles for us. And it doesn't bode well when, you have a guy that's speaking to a group of women, in a certain way. It doesn't look good. It doesn't feel good. And ultimately, it's not going to serve them well. So, I think he made some mistakes. I do hope that he'll recognize it, because I think that up until now, for him, he still stands by the fact that he's just protecting his wife. But, sometimes we have to almost watch it ourselves to really self-reflect and understand the mistakes that we've made. And I'm hoping that happens, because I don't believe he's a bad guy. And I know his intention was good.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, make sure to follow Dorit on social media for updates on all of her projects, and you can catch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. on Bravo. Dorit, thank you.
Thank you, Jacque. Take care. We'll speak soon.